Another question that people ask me is, if you don't drink milk, where do you get your calcium from? I usually drink about 10 oranges every morning. I squeeze my orange right into the orange juicer and get all of the pulp out. 10 of these, I'd say about 40% of my daily intake of calcium from just my breakfast. Now usually these all-of-a-sudden nutrition experts who ask you where you get your calcium and protein from get most of their calories from white bread, high fructose corn syrup, vegetable oil, and animal fats. Most of the actual micronutrients that they get come from fortified foods. So what about fortified orange juice? That's vegan, isn't it? I looked at the labels of 10 different orange juices. They were all fortified. Most orange juices in the United States are fortified. 1 cup of fortified orange juice has 35% of your daily intake of calcium. Drink 3 of these and you'll have your full calcium recommendation for the day. Most people think that calcium is the be-all end-all when it comes to your bones, but actually vitamin D is just as important, according to a study by Harvard. Vitamin D regulates bone growth and helps absorb calcium and phosphorus in the intestine. You only need about 15 or 20 minutes every day in the sun to absorb the recommended amount of vitamin D. There are other vegan sources of calcium as well that have even higher amounts than milk. A handful of almonds, for example, gives you 10% of your recommended daily intake of calcium. Other foods such as spinach, rhubarb, sesame seeds have very high amounts of calcium in them. Broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, or eat fortified foods, fortified soy milk, fortified almond milk, fortified orange juice, fortified tofu. If you eat these foods, you're going to get recommended calcium intake as well. Anybody who says, where do you get your calcium from, has no idea about the nutritional aspects of a vegan diet. And they are not nutrition experts, and they probably themselves are not getting the adequate amounts of calcium they need. One of the main reasons that nutritional experts have made calcium such a prominent factor in the diet is the disease of osteoporosis that mostly affects women after menopause because the loss of estrogen sucks calcium from the bones. So calcium has been made very important in our diet because of this disease. High amounts of dairy creates high amounts of acid in the body, and high amounts of acid require the body to pull calcium from the bones in order to neutralize the acid that has been accumulated. The fact of the matter is that people who are eating meat and dairy also have high amounts of deficiencies in their diet. It's all about what you eat. And a vegan can be deficient, or they can be fully functional, healthy, and meeting all of the recommended daily intakes. So it's important that you understand what nutrients are in your food, but don't let anybody tell you that you are going to be calcium or protein deficient if you follow a vegan diet. Pledge vegan, become a vegan. If you have any more questions, comments below, subscribe to my channel.